Have you ever thought about someone you had not spoken to in years, only for them to contact you moments later? Or noticed a word, symbol, or number repeating across unrelated moments in your day? Most people brush these experiences off as coincidence. They laugh, shrugged, and move on. But the feeling lingers. A quiet sense that something meaningful just happened. Synchronicity is not about magic. It is about meaning. The term was introduced by Carl Jung to describe meaningful coincidences that cannot be explained by direct cause and effect. Events that align not because one caused the other, but because they share significance. The outer event mirrors an inner state. Something internal meets something external, and for a brief moment, they feel connected. The unsettling part is not the coincidence itself. It is the timing. Synchronicities tend to appear during moments of emotional intensity, transition, or uncertainty. When you are questioning direction, when you are grieving, changing, or standing at a crossroads, these moments loosen routine perception. They open attention, and attention changes what you notice. The human mind is a pattern-seeking system. It evolved to find meaning quickly because meaning once meant survival. We notice repetition. We link events. We search for coherence. Critics argue that synchronicity is simply confirmation bias, the brain highlighting matches and ignoring everything else. This explanation is partially true, but it does not fully explain why certain moments feel different. A coincidence becomes a synchronicity when it carries emotional weight, when it resonates, when it feels personal. You do not just notice it, you feel it. It lands at the exact moment a question was forming, or when clarity was missing. It does not give answers directly. It points, and pointing is enough. Jung believed that synchronicity occurs when the conscious and unconscious align, when something buried inside you becomes ready to surface. The external world seems to respond, not because it knows you, but because your perception has shifted. You are tuned differently. You are receptive. Meaning appears because you are prepared to see it. This does not mean the universe is sending messages in a literal sense. It means your inner world shapes how reality is experienced. When the unconscious is activated, symbols gain importance. A song lyric, a repeated phrase, a chance encounter. These things have always existed, but now they stand out. They reflect something unresolved or emerging within you. Synchronicity often arrives during moments of stillness or uncertainty, when plans fall apart, when identity loosens, when the future feels unclear, structure collapses. Meaning rushes in to fill the gap. The mind seeks reassurance that life is not random, that movement still exists beneath the chaos. There is danger in overinterpreting synchronicity. Not every coincidence is a sign. Not every pattern demands action. Obsession turns meaning into control. The purpose of synchronicity is not instruction. It is orientation. It reminds you to pay attention, not to surrender responsibility. Used wisely, synchronicity becomes a reflective tool. It asks you to examine your inner state. Why did this moment stand out? What were you feeling when it happened? What question were you avoiding? The event itself is less important than the response it provokes. Synchronicity does not remove uncertainty. It coexists with it. It does not guarantee outcomes. It offers perspective. It suggests that meaning is not fixed, but created through relationship, between mind and world, between perception and experience. Many people fear that acknowledging synchronicity means abandoning logic. It does not. It requires holding two ideas at once, that the world follows laws, and that human experience adds layers of interpretation. Meaning is not found in events alone. It arises in how events meet consciousness. Perhaps the real value of synchronicity is not what it explains, but what it interrupts. It breaks autopilot. It pulls you into the present moment. It makes you pause. And in that pause, you notice yourself thinking, feeling, questioning. That awareness matters. So the next time something aligns in an unexpected way, resist the urge to dismiss it immediately. Do not inflate it into prophecy either. Simply observe. Ask what it stirred. Ask what part of you noticed. Synchronicity does not tell you what to do. It reminds you that you are paying attention again.